Hi, VC. Lisa T here. Hope you're having a good day. I just uploaded my contest entry, Show Me Your Wallflowers from Pat, aka Patrick, aka the Vital Archivist. Love his channel. Hopefully you check out that video of mine. It's less than 10 minutes long. And go click on the link to his contest, give his channel a subscribe, and enter his contest. It's going to be a lot of fun. So today, I am going to be listening to, for the very first time, my husband's 5 favorite hard rock / metal songs that I have not heard. He says some are metal, some are metal adjacent. Shout out to Ron Haggerty. I love his channel. He's really into this kind of music. So I'm going to go ahead and put a link to his channel so that you can check out. He just uploaded a Vinyl Sanctuary clip. It's really cool. It's just under 2 minutes long, and it's really neat. And it gives you a really good idea of what his channel's about. Anyway, so so I have a tendency to steer clear of music that sounds really angry. Even though punk was really a big deal when I was a kid and I listened to it, and now I can still listen to it because my ears, I guess, got used to it at a young age. The later stuff now, I have a kind of a hard time with. And I have a little bit of anxiety, so I am a little nervous for this, but I am going to be listening to these songs that he wrote down for me. I'll tell you what they are in a second. And I'm going to be grading them and ranking them. Now, I made a sort of rubric, just a rough one. So I'm not just rating the songs on, emotion or gut reaction, because I'm kind of an academic type person, and so I like to approach things from that perspective. So I'm going to be grading the lyrics, whether they are intelligent and if they are unpredictable, because nothing irritates me more than when I can tell what the next line of a song is going to be. It's so irritating. It's just so low-hanging fruit. Sorry, low-hanging fruit. It's sometimes makes for a funny joke, but it's bad. Makes for a terrible lyric. Hate that shit. So I'm going to be grading if they're unpredictable, intelligent, original kind of stuff, right? The musicianship, are they tight? And because it's my channel and my rules, do they have a good bass? Because, I love the bass. I've got my bass right behind me. Ruby. Okay. So, has to have good bass. The vocal. Are they on key and in time? The enjoyment. And how I'm going to, kind of gauge the enjoyment is, did I sway or tap my foot? Because if I find myself doing this or doing that, they're doing all right. And then finally, would I listen to it again? So I'm going to be grading all of these songs. And then I'm going to be ranking them. Now, I've got myself a few things here to kind of help me. As you see, I've got Larry, my emotional support lava lamp. I've got him behind me. I've got, I'm wearing my husband's Rob Zombie t-shirt. I sent him to see Rob Zombie with oldest son Kyle, who turns 33 today, turned 33 at 8:05 this morning. And big happy birthday to my sunshine boy from afar. He does not know about this channel, and God, I just, please, dear Lord, don't ever let him find out about this. Okay, Tony bought this shirt at that concert, and when he got home, he went, "Oh, man," he said, "I can't wear this out in public. It's offensive." And I said, "Oh, because Rob Zombie's flipping somebody off?" And he's all, "Oh, no, I don't care about that." He said, "It's the pentagram." Oh, my gosh, he's so funny. Anyway, so, but I'm wearing the shirt just to kind of be in the mood, okay? So, and I have, if I need it, if I need to just kind of relax to be able to continue listening, I've got Sambuca. It's an anise-flavored liqueur. Italian. Well, I grew up in an Italian household, and so basically, I can drink that like water. Now, if I really need help, or if something like really offends me, like if I'm like, this is I take offense. This is called Screwball, and it's peanut butter whiskey, and I've never tried it, and I don't like whiskey, but it seems like that would be what I need if I get pissed off. I would need whiskey. So, and I've got a shot glass. Okay, so I know I've seen a lot of these reaction videos where people put the YouTube thing on. You know, I'm not going to be spending a lot of time with that. First of all, I don't want my video getting pulled down for copyright. So I am going to just show a little bit of me listening to the song, and then I'm going to grade them, and then I'll let you know the outcome. How's that? Here is what I will be listening to. Okay? Now, we have here Slipknot, which he misspelled, of course. But Tony, I've never even heard this band, but I know how to spell their name. The song he wants me to listen to is People Equal Shit, and I'm supposed to listen to the live at download version. The second is a band called Nails that I have never heard. I've never even heard of them. I've heard of 9 Inch Nails, of course, but I've never heard of just Nails. But the song is You Will Never Be One of Us. The third one is Pantera, and the song is Revolution. Is that a Beatles remake? I wonder if that's a Beatles remake. I'm still going to grade the lyrics, even if it is. I'm just, you know, because, just, you know, I mean, what the songs that bands choose to sing says something. So even if it's not their lyrics, I still am going to, you know, still going to count it. Okay. Slayer, which, oh my gosh, when I was in high school, you know, I was still into punk a little bit, and one of my friends that was into punk started getting more into metal, and he had a Slayer album, and I was like, my ears are bleeding, you know, kind of thing. So, I wasn't able to handle it when I was 18, so I'm 53 now, so I'm like, ooh, I don't know, so we'll see. But the song I'm going to be listening to is Raining Blood. And the last one is Metallica, who I've heard a couple of Metallica songs before. I've heard Enter Sandman, of course, and Nothing Else Matters. And then other than that, I have heard an orchestra had, you know, did a bunch of Metallica songs. And, you know, so, but I have never heard this song, Battery. So, I think I'm going to start with Metallica. I don't know. Do I start with Metallica to ease myself into this? Or do I end with Metallica just because I've heard them before and I liked them, and maybe it's kind of like as a reward for getting through these other songs? do it right in the exact order that Tony gave it to me. He must have had a reason for putting it in this order. So there we go. Okay, so the first song that I'm going to listen to, and I've got my headphones here. Connected to my iPad, so I'm going to be listening to it on my iPad. Okay, so I will be putting links to the versions of these songs that I listen to in the comments, okay? So here we go. Slipknot, People Equals Shit, live at Download. He's already dropped an F-bomb, which, thumbs up on that. He's got an Invisible Ray mask on. Or Invisible Ray wears a Slipknot mask. We've had about 4 or 5 F-bombs already. The song hasn't started yet. He's introducing. Oh, this is the finale song. Okay, this is the encore song. Oh, oh my God. He sounds so angry. Oh, they got a hell of a drummer. This is not bad. Oh my God. He's making the audience scream people equal shit over and over and over again. Okay. Okay. So after having the audience yell people equal shit over and over again, he says, "Thank you. We love you." And I don't doubt his sincerity. It's just, I love that shit. I love that. I love that. I've always loved that. I've always loved when songs have a happy melody, but a really dark lyric, or happy lyrics and dark. I like that juxtaposition. So, Are the lyrics intelligent? I honestly couldn't make out a whole lot of the lyrics. um, I'm not gonna go read the lyrics, but unpredictable. Um, the parts, I mean, the parts where they were just yelling "people equal shit" over and over and over again. I mean, that's an effect. I mean, that's okay. I'm not. That's not. I don't care about that. That's not what I was talking about. You know. Um. Anyway, so I think they get great marks for musicianship. Very tight band. For being live, I have to say they sounded great. The vocalist, he was on key and he was definitely in time. Did I sway or tap my foot? I did. But would I listen to it again? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, so we're on to the next one. Nails, you will never be one of us. Oh, it's only 1 minute and 32 seconds long. Okay, here we go. Literally seconds in. And there is a pitch that my old ears tastes like a good and plenty. Okay. Okay. They are on time. I can hear that a lot of effort went into this. I hate it though. I fucking hate this so much. I just want this to fucking end. Honest to God, has this guy had nodes removed from his throat before? If he hasn't, it's a fucking miracle. Okay. So we have Nails. The lyrics, I could make some of them out, and they were not predictable. And they weren't vapid. I'm gonna give them a 4 for lyrics. The musicianship. By the way, all of these are out of 5 points. And you know, 2.5 points for being a tight band, 2.5 points for good solid bass. And the bass was the guitars were just really overpowering. That happens a lot with rock music, which is one of the reasons why I listen to funk a lot, because, you know, I really love the bass. And so the bass is more featured in funk music. Anyway, let me finish tallying up these points. I don't want this video to be an hour long for you. And then we'll go on to the next one. Okay, so now we have Pantera Revolution. And I'm really curious to find out if it's a remake of the Beatles, because I know that that's my husband's favorite Beatles song. So, oh, let's see. Not a cover. I like it so far. Good lyrics. The music's creative. They've got a fantastic drummer. I can hear the bass, which is good. Okay. They just gave one predictable lyric. Huh. Okay. I've had one shot. Come on. What is Sambuc? What is the proof anyway? I don't think it's much. Of course, like I said, I grew up in an Italian household. My dad let us have, let's see here. Oh, holy shit, it's more than 80 proof. Eek. It's 84 proof. Anyway, we were allowed to drink wine and Sambuca growing up, because that was just part of the Tedesco family tradition, I guess. Anyway, I didn't need any more of this, so that's good. I recognize the talent. The musicianship was good. I could hear the bass, but it was completely overpowered by guitar. And that's the genre. That's the genre, so it's a personal preference thing. This is not a review for people who are into metal at all, because you're going to feel differently about the music than I do. But for me, I like to really hear a solid bass. And while in the beginning I could hear the bass, eventually they did get overpowered. And but it actually doesn't have, you know, bad marks. Okay. And I would say I swayed and I enjoyed it for about 80% of the time. So you know, that's out of 5. 80% of 5 is 4. That's not too bad. All right, well, let's see how this one goes. We got Slayer, Raining Blood. Oh, I'm so afraid of this video. If it's cartoonish, though, I'll be able to handle it. But if it looks real and there's blood everywhere, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do. All right. Wish me luck, folks. Wish me luck. I can't. There we go. I need to have a little hair over my ears. Well, they got me intrigued. There's a build-up in the beginning. The timing's a little weird for me. I'm mathy. I have math brain. And if things don't have an even interval, it offends my mathematical sensibilities. But they're starting to tighten up and get there. I think that was that was a deliberate effect. So points for creativity there. Even if my OCD tendencies were triggered a little. Okay, here we go. Couple of lefties like my husband, maybe. Oh, hell. I'm backward. Never mind that. Scratch that. It was one of those dull moments. Excellent timing. You can tell these guys have been playing together a long time. If they haven't, I don't know if it's the same lineup, if they've changed or at all, but they play like a band that has been playing together a really long time. Oh, yeah. They're excellent musicians. Even if this isn't my thing, they are really good. Okay, I was enjoying it for a bit. Now I'm ready for it to be over. We're going to do a half a shot. Oh, wow. my God. Okay. Yeah, so they got to be a little much at the end, and just when I was ready for it to end, they just went harder and harder and harder, which I'm sure that their fans were just like, and it was the video was like a hybrid live, kind of, anyway, but also studio. I'm sorry. My nerves are shook right now. My nerves are shook. Okay. Okay. I'm not a whiskey drinker, but let me taste it first before I go take it a shot. Tastes like peanut butter. All right. Down the hatch. Okay, so, the lyrics were, a little predictable, not downright vapid or anything like that, just, wasn't super impressed there, but they were good enough. I gave them a 3. I mean, they weren't terrible. It just wasn't, at the level that I prefer. And, again, remember, this is a personal preference. This isn't, everybody's going to have their own experience with this, Your mileage may vary. They got the highest possible score for musicianship. That is a fucking band. I mean, whether I appreciate that kind of music or not, that is a fucking band. They are tight. They were awesome in that way. In that respect, awesome. The vocal, he was a little behind the beat sometimes, a little ahead of the beat. You can be a little bit behind, and kind of, it gives you kind of that edge of your seat kind of sensation. But when it's kind of all over the place, which is how it was for me. But like I said, I'm very mathy, and my ears detect slight beat differences that I know other people don't detect. So, I know I'm probably grading, a little harshly there, but did I sway or tap my foot? I did. I gave him a 4.5 there because I pretty much was most of the time, but then it just toward the end got a little too much for me, so lost a point for that. Okay, the very last one on the list here is Metallica, Battery. Okay, let's get ready. We have 2 different versions here. One has 21 million views and was uploaded 10 years ago. We have another one that just has a little over 500,000 views. It says remastered. I'm going to go for the 24 million views. I think I want to hear the version that my husband must have first fallen in love with. Okay. We don't have an official video this time. Okay, they're starting out good. Oh, they have this is with lyrics. Oh, well then. It's got a good intro. I'm going to assume that there it goes. Here it is. I was going to say, it was a little slow. It just kicked in. Okay. Okay, so I guess this song is from Master of Puppets. I've heard of this album before, but I've never listened to it. Okay. They offended my mathematical sensibilities already, but let's see. Okay. 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 I can't predict the lyrics. That's good. Okay. It's poetic. Oh, I like this. There's like a breakdown. Okay. Oh, I'm starting to really like this. Oh, good. I can hear the bass. Hooray! 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 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. I'm glad I saved that one for last. Ended on a good note. Have no idea if it's going to be the winner because using my rubric here, but I like that. Metallica. I still want to punch Lars in the nose. Who the hell sues college students for downloading a damn song? Seriously. But that was a good song. Started out not quite jiving with my need to have everything mathematically sound, you know? But, okay. Let me tally this up and let you know how everybody measured up against each other. Okay, I have tallied everything up, and we're gonna rank these songs from my least favorite to my favorite. My least favorite is not gonna be a surprise. Nails, You Will Never Be One of Us. Let me start with what I did like about them. They got a 4 out of 5 for the lyrics being pretty solid and unpredictable. They got a 4 for musicianship. They were a very tight band. They were in sync. There was a couple of times that it didn't quite feel together, and then also more bass. Not enough bass for me. The vocal was good. Got a 4.5 out of 5. They have a great vocalist. But here's the thing. I did not enjoy it. I did not want to move. I didn't want to tap my foot. I just pretty much wanted it to be over, and I was really glad that it was only in a minute and a half long. And then would I listen to it again? Absolutely not. Now, I don't want to offend any Nails fans. Just know that my husband is going to be calling bullshit on your behalf. So you've got an advocate in Tony, and he's going to say, what? You can listen to the Circle Jerks group sex, and you can't listen to that for a minute and a half? Hey, man, let me tell you what, nostalgia goes a long way. So, yeah, I can listen to the Circle Jerks, but not that. Okay. My I would say fourth place is Slayer, Raining Blood. The lyrics got a 3 out of 5. I did find them to be somewhat predictable. They got a 5 for musicianship. All of these bands got high marks for musicianship. They are all excellent musicians. It just isn't my thing, but that doesn't mean that I can't recognize their talent, The vocalist got a 3.5 out of 5. He did not have a great tone. He was a little all over the place. As far as, his timing was just slightly off most of the time. They did get a 4 for enjoyment. I was, swaying to it. But then here's the thing. When it got to the end, I just wanted it to end so bad. So would I listen to it again? If they had made the song, if it had been maybe a minute shorter, see if I can adjust that a little bit. If it had been maybe a minute shorter, then I would have been able to handle it. And this is not about them. This is about, me and my weak ears, So they got 15.5. Excuse me. Excuse me. My allergies are going a little bit. So they got a 15.5 out of a possible 25. Nails got 12.5 out of a possible 25. Okay. So then my third favorite is Slipknot, People Equal Shit, live at Download. I could only give the lyrics a 2. First of all, it was really hard because I couldn't understand what they were saying. So I ultimately decided, I can't really just not grade them on lyrics because, wouldn't that, if the singer wasn't enunciating, that's kind of on him, right? But the problem was just that it was going so fast that I don't think I could keep up with it, So I did go look at the lyrics, and I really was not that impressed. And then I just can't listen to just, 3 solid minutes of, I'm probably being hyperbolic there. I think it was probably only about a minute's worth or even less, but I can't listen to that much of people equal shit, people equal shit, people. First of all, I don't think that people equal shit. I think all of us can be shitty. There's none of us exempt from that. Even the people who never act shitty. You're not in their head. You don't know what they feel like doing. They're just good at, telling themselves no. But the rest of us are, we struggle with being shitty from time to time, but I don't think people are shit. I think there are some bad people, but most people are pretty good. Musicianship, they did get a 5 from me. They were on point. They were a real tight band. they had their shit together. The singer, I gave a 4, and I did deduct a point for because he wasn't enunciating. Let's see. The enjoyment factor, I gave him a 3.5 out of 5 because for a while there I really was enjoying it, but there were parts that I just wasn't, and you know, they got 3.5. But when I listened to it again, I gave them a point for yeah. I mean, it's not that I would ever seek it out again, but if Tony wants to make a mixtape for the road, he can put that song on there, and I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to listen to it, and it'll be fine. So they got 16. Let's see. We have here my second favorite. The runner-up is Pantera. They got 17.5 points out of 25. They got a 4.5 for lyrics. They were mostly good, but there was a little bit of predictability there. They got a 4.5 for musicianship. Most of the time they were on point, a good tight band. I don't like that they don't, it's almost like they had their bass turned down. It was just completely overpowered by the guitars. And I realize guitars are super important to this music, but damn, it would be nice to hear more of these bands treating the bass like or not really treating it in a certain way, utilizing it. It can really, it adds an extra layer. The music can sound really thin without it, So there's that. The vocal got a 4 out of 5. He kind of went out of time a little bit and a little off key here and there, but he was overall pretty good. Now, enjoyment, that was a pretty high mark. I gave him a 4 out of 5 because 80% of the time, I was with him, right? And they got a point because I would listen to them again. But then I had to deduct a half a point because they made me look at vomit in their video. No, I don't. Ugh. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that were like, yeah, vomit. But I'm like, no, vomit, So yeah, runner-up is Pantera Revolution, which did turn out to not be a cover. So, but it's still a contender for one of my Spotify lists because I also have a list of songs, same song title, different song. So I'll probably add that to the list just to keep things interesting, Not that anybody follows me there, but in case anybody does follow me, I like to have some interesting playlists for them to find. Okay, so probably no surprise, and, but my favorite was Metallica, which in a way I don't like because, man, I just got so mad at that band during that whole Napster thing. But, man, their lyrics, it was poetry. Not that everything was particularly deep, but, it was just really great timing. It had a message. They got 5 points for that. The musicianship got a 5. They were all on point, and they were on point together as a band. The vocal was perfect. Absolute perfect. He was on key. He was in time. He just did not fuck up. Of course, that's just good production, though. Did I sway or tap my foot? Most of the time I did. They got 4.5 points for that. And they got a point because I would listen to them again. So with 20.5 points, Metallica, Battery. Okay, so I did it. I only had to take 2 shots. Or 1.5 shots, I should say. Well, this was fun. If you guys have any more, songs you want me to listen to and rank, this was a lot of fun. I would be into doing this again. I'd like to see how I can figure out a way to incorporate it into, the vinyl theme. I think I'm going to have Tony grab 5 of his vinyl records that I haven't heard and do those next. Okay, so going to put the links to these videos in the description. I'm going to link to Ron Haggerty's channel. You subscribe to him. He's really great. He's into this kind of music, so if you're into it, he'll be right up your alley. And I love you guys a whole bunch. And peace, love, and hugs. I need an outro. Okay. Rob Zombie says, no. No, I love you. Bye-bye.